Hi Pisces, welcome into your mid-April 2023 Money and Career Tarot reading. I of course want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading, but as we proceed, keep in mind it is general for the remainder of your month and potentially a bit before, given I am a bit late posting this for you. But yeah, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't behind. And I more than appreciate the love and support, the likes, the comments, and of course the subscriptions to the channel if you haven't joined this Piscean tribe already. And do remember, as always, to check out all of your placements within your chart for some additional messages. But I did decide to pre-pull three tea leaf cards for the beginning of your reading. Bear with me. And then we'll shift on forward to the tarot part of the reading. But we're beginning with the bread card, talking about how the remainder of April, and again a bit before for some, is a period of prosperity and abundance. Beautiful. It feels like your hard work is paying off. It feels as if the universe is rewarding a lot of which onto the reading for not giving up, but also for continued hard work, effort being put forth towards, I want to say, a foundation or something of importance. I'm hearing the word lucrative, okay? But I do feel like a lot drawn to the reading are discovering, stepping into a bit of a Fool energy, a new opportunity, a door opening, if you will, for more money making, okay? More chances to succeed. Because we do have the money path card talking about a path with money is waiting for you to find it, okay? I do feel like some of which are thinking about stepping out of an opportunity into a new one, and Spirit saying, well, if that's the case, then what are you waiting for, okay? It's time to do some research and invest your time and energy into easily acquiring what's meant for you. But I also feel like you might want to watch the Sagittarius reading, given they got this card, okay, in the Cancer reading. But I do feel as if, I also heard Leo, but I do feel as if this is a time for you where you're going to feel your path is becoming more illuminated in certain ways, but then there are still other question marks, I want to say concerns for some, a lack of clarity, but you're finding that there's money popping up left and right. It's a time to discover how wealthy you're meant to be, or be reminded of just that. But the third card we have here, the basket card, they're drawing me back to the bread card. I feel as if this is a time where you're reminded abundance, prosperity. It's not just money. Yes, it's a time for you to desire and acquire more money, but I do feel as if there's other levels of abundance to turn into a state of prosperity for you. Say it's growth for something of importance for you, the beginning of a new opportunity, right? Attention, your growth individually on a soul level through whatever you decide to continue and or begin. But the basket card talking about the fruits of your labor, okay? If you look at this imagery, but it says recognition and reward for merit. It is a time of true rewards for, again, hard work, having the courage to step up and make a change in your life, whether that's more past oriented and or current day, or preparing to make a change moving forward. It's as if Spirit's saying, when you do what's right for Pisces, what's right for you and potentially your loved ones, and for your basket is what I'm hearing, you start to see the things work out more so in your favor. And Spirit's saying that being drawn to this reading, you've been making the right choices, and there might be one, if not multiple, highlighted in your mind, your memories, if you will, to push you to remember the negatives and why something came to an end, why something shifted for you, and why you are making the right choices as long as you're trusting your intuition at this time and moving forward, okay? So let's continue and do some shuffling. Sorry, something on the card was just scratching the table. But I do feel as if there's a balance that's needed at this time. You buckling down and getting things accomplished in a very mature, responsible manner, at times wanting to get more done than you can, right, or should be, or both. But I do feel as if when you do have that downtime or the chance to go be free is what I'm hearing, to have fun, to hang out with friends, family members, your loved ones, or somebody of importance when it comes to dating. Anyways, they're saying take that time to heal and or get that release, because that's really going to help the quality of your work, your overall well-being when you get back to doing whatever you need to do to succeed and to make money, okay, or want to do. But I feel like some of which might be coming up with something new and creative to accomplish, even if that's, say, a hobby, tied into one or multiple. It could be an expansion for your business, some of which are re-implementing something you used to do, whether it was a way of accomplishing a different project or something of the sort for your business. And this is going to work to your advantage because you're going to have a different touch to it, or now you're more skilled and more advanced, more experienced, and so you can do it better than you once did. Does that make sense? But I do feel as if, and some of you are going back to entrepreneurship. You once ran a business and that either didn't work out or you chose to not continue it, and now you're going back with a fresh mindset, more maturity, more experience, okay, or a different, completely different, they're saying avenue, okay, field, or just approach once again. The Page of Wands, because there's a focus on a passionate fresh start for you. Whether this is more so in regards to the continuation of something, taking that passion that you feel has been dissipating at times or fully, and bringing it on back and putting it forth towards seeing something grow and prosper for you. Or it could be more so representing a new opportunity, or both. But I feel like you wouldn't be shy of taking on something new, even if you're not going to end something. But do be smart and trust your intuition in regards to whether or not it's going to be too much or unrealistic for you to manage to balance out. But I do feel like your multitasking skill set ability is going to come into play, need to be utilized at certain points. But there is going to be certain moments where you need to, again, trust your intuition in regards to, is it more beneficial just to focus on one thing at a time? Or do I have to, or should I be more so balancing things out in multitasking, right? You don't want to alter the quality of something in the negative direction. But I also feel like your prioritizing ability, skill set is also going to come into play, need to be utilized, not to overdo it with either of which that we just mentioned, but to prioritize in your mind, your vision, and on paper, okay? If you something creative or a new idea comes up for a business or an expansion, or to add on to whatever you're working on, or could make you more money, write it down, because it may not be coming to be. You might not be able to, put that to use right away, and you might have a lot going on. Even if you don't, you might be a bit forgetful. We want you to remember, okay? The Nine of Pentacles and the Justice card, beautiful. I do feel like your strength of intuition is going to come into play, as we've been mentioning multiple times, but your spirituality for some ties into your work, or will just be very much a factor in the remainder of April. But I do feel like all the meanwhile, there's a lightness about how you produce, develop, communicate, acquire what you need to, right? Pick up money left and right is what I'm hearing. Check your bank account, make sure things are in order, or multiple. But I do feel as if some of what you're thinking about how to get your credit up there. And I do feel as if there's an independence about you, thinking about levels of freedom that you have gained and will more so like to gain moving forward, however that looks for you. But it feels like your independence is leading you towards true levels of victory in a very golden manner, all right? But again, it feels like you need to balance things out. But there's a feeling that after a long time coming for some, or just, again, all the hard work and effort being put forth, being put forth towards something or multiple situations of importance for you, you are gaining the feeling that the scale is balancing out in your favor. Now, given what just happened to me, I'm a little bit annoyed by that. You might be spiritually messed with at work and or at home, going back to the High Priestess, but don't let that get you down or alter your confidence in your ability to accomplish what you need to. It might even add to what you're working on or getting accomplished once again. The Eight of Cups, there's thoughts of leaving behind what isn't meant for you, whether this is more so moving forward and or rewinding back to the past. But I do feel like there's going to be certain moments at work and or at home where the energy, how something's run, potentially would be affecting you for the better or for the worse. And I feel like this may tie into you now deciding or remind you why you do want to make a change, okay? It might even remind you why you made a change from the past. But the Ten of Wands, because I do feel like there's a lot on your plate once again, but at times the energy can feel a bit heavy, okay? But there's a very, at times, overly serious way about how you're producing, developing, buckling down and getting things done and thinking about how do I move forward in a productive manner. Okay, is this going to have a bright future for me? Some of which already knowing something is or isn't. But I do feel as if there's just mulling over, thinking about what's going to work out best for you moving forward, and how are you going to exceed your potential. But remembering it's a time where you're being rewarded, okay? And I feel like a lot drawn to the reading, there's a new ship coming in, a new opportunity to succeed more. But it's a time where the universe is rewarding you, and potentially somebody of importance is rewarding you as well with rewards left and right, making money, seeing the fruits of your labor once again paying off. It's a time for Pisces to succeed, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the remainder of your month, and I'll definitely see you next time.